So I'm looking at this visual guide we're digging into today. It's called Return to Your Soul's Original Landscape. And honestly, it looks like a travel brochure.
Yeah, for a place that doesn't really exist on a map, right?
Exactly.
And that's kind of the whole point. It taps into that, that universal feeling of burnout we all get, but it frames it differently. It's not fatigue, it's displacement. Like
Yeah.
we're all homesick for a place we've never actually been.
That's a heavy way to start. But the mission here seems surprisingly practical. It claims our true home is this paradise of natural harmony, and then it just gives us a three-step roadmap to get there.
And it starts by showing us why we even need that map. It sets up this really stark contrast. On one side, you have what it calls the original landscape.
Or factory settings.
Exactly, the
Right.
world with no cities where humans are just part of nature.
And on the other side, busy city life. The illustration for this is striking.
Right.
You've got these rigid gray skyscrapers and this tiny human figure. But what really got me were the scribbles above the buildings.
The tangled lines.
Yeah, it's just pure chaos, like a storm of scribbles hanging right over your head.
It's such a perfect visualization of cognitive load, isn't it? The source argues that those lines are stress and confusion, that living in a concrete grid creates this deep longing for peace because our souls just weren't designed for it.
So the stress isn't just about being busy. It's about being fundamentally in the wrong environment. You can see the little silhouette has this glowing heart and looks totally trapped by all that gray geometry. So how do we untangle the lines?
Well, the guide calls it the path to inner peace. And step one is deceptively simple.
Which is?
Stop your hectic thoughts.
Easy. Just do that.
Right. But it gives us this great visual metaphor to help. It shows gears and clocks, that city mindset. And they're literally melting into flowing water.
So it's not about flipping a switch. It's about shifting your entire state of being.
Exactly. The instruction is to carve out specific time, daily, weekends, whatever, to intentionally pause the machine, to break that loop of what's next, which flows right into step two.
Calm your mind and simply be. This is where I think people, including me, can get a little stuck.
Yeah.
Simply being feels so passive.
I get it. But the source calls it effortless being. In our culture, we treat relaxation like another job on the to-do list, right?
Well, totally. I need to meditate correctly for 10 minutes.
Precisely. This argues for the opposite. You're not trying to do anything perfectly. You're dropping the effort itself.
Which I guess leads to step 3. Enjoy your place in the great harmony.
If you stop the gears and you stop striving, you eventually you sync up with nature's flow. The guide calls this the heavenly way of life. You stop feeling like that isolated little silhouette in the city.
To make this real, though, the source ends with a very specific visualization. It asks you to picture a warm hillside.
Under a cherry blossom tree, looking out at misty mountains.
It sounds a bit like a computer screensaver, doesn't it?
It does, at first, but then the context changes everything. That's the core message here. The guide insists this isn't some fantasy vacation. It says this scene is the true original landscape hidden within your heart.
So the argument is, you don't go to the mountains to find peace. You find the mountains inside of you to create the peace.
You got it. It completely flips the idea of escape on its head.
You don't need a plane ticket to leave the city. You need an internal shift to leave the city of the mind.
Precisely.
But that does create a weird paradox for us then. I mean, if our true home is defined by the absence of cities and the absence of doing, are all our modern advancements, our phones, our efficiency apps, are they actually just taking us further away from who we really are?
That's the question to sit with, isn't it? Maybe that app isn't saving you time. Maybe it's just spinning the gears faster.
Something to think about the next time you're staring at a screen at 9 p.m.